What's up, everybody? Tony here from Kapowcast, bringing you another action figure review. Today we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Superior Octopus figure from the Demogoblin wave. So, this guy, I'm really curious about. Like, the Superior Spider-Man run of the comics and the appearance of Superior Octopus later in the line was actually probably one of my favorite things in the past, probably, I don't know, like decade that's happened in the Spider-Man comic line. So I'm pretty excited to check this out and see what we got here. Front, we have the normal Marvel Legends packaging with the window display, displaying your Demogoblin arms over there, along with the figure itself. Got kind of I think we've seen that back pattern of the webs in other waves of Spider-Man oriented figures. On the side, we have a product image display, not the product image, but the an art rendering of the Superior Octopus. We have on the back a nice product shot there, along with the Demogoblin Build-A-Figure wave and the other companions that you'll be getting in the wave. You have a read-up right there on top. Hold on. Oh, that's probably about... You know what? We'll just take a picture of it and we'll put it in right here. So pause if you want to read that real quick. On the side, you got the same product image on the other side. You got the Spider-Man emblem on top there, and then you got a lot of mumbo-jumbo copyright stuff down there. So that is it for the packaging. Let's get this... Let's get this guy out. Okay, so once again, not much for accessory-wise with this figure as well. It comes with both Demogoblin arms, which usually, I mean, as far as I can recall, Build-A-Figures, it's pretty much one appendage per figure. So the fact that it came with two arms, that's a pretty good knockout of your Build-A-Figure with just one figure. Once again, not too many complaints as per paint apps and stuff on the arms. I would have liked to see some black wash here and on the fist and stuff to kind of make it less polished. But I mean, that's like a minor complaint. It's enough for me to write off. Maybe I'll do it afterwards. And then you got his tentacles, which I'm not going to show all of them. I'll just kind of show one. Once again, it's kind of the same thing we have from the Dr. Octopus. It's a little bit thinner, but it's not bendy wire. You're kind of... If you take a heat gun, you should be able to kind of get them in different poses, but roughly it's kind of this just one pose and done, like we usually see with a lot of the tentacle accessories from the Marvel Legends line. I will say that these guys do pop off, so I've already seen people doing the Doc Ock mod to this figure with the Flex USB LED lights that they did. So if you wanted to do that, you could. I will say that the tentacle hands or heads or whatever you say, they do look awesome. I like the design of them very, very much. The green ocular there in the center, and then the sculpting on the actual hand is pretty awesome. I like that. But that's it. That's pretty much everything you get with accessory-wise from this guy is arms and some other arms. Lots of arms. He is an octopus, so I guess that makes sense. And there we have it, Superior Octopus out of the packaging. Like I said in the accessories part, kind of a bummer that these are not like bendy wire or anything arms. I tried to kind of mock something up real fast with, you know, the display stand and the arms and make it look like, you know, he's doing the normal auto kind of arm walk there, but couldn't really get anything. I will point out one thing: if you are looking to do the Ock mod to this figure and you're familiar with that mod, just to be on the cautious side, again with this figure, the paint apps are pretty on point. The hands, although you only get the two that are attached once again, the hands are in pretty prime posing models. You kind of got that evil grip hand, the, you know, the menacing like hand, and then the closed fist hand, which work pretty well for display purposes. The gray is pretty fantastic. All in all, I don't hate this figure. The only thing I really hate about it is the fact that it's not bendy wire arms. Like, you're gonna have to heat up these arms and then like morph them, and it's just like it's a bummer that they aren't more user friendly. Same thing goes with the Dr. Octopus figure that they released too. But enough of the complaining. Let's take a look at a little bit closer at this here figure. So like I said, the paint job is pretty well done here. We do have the gray, which is looking pretty solid. I actually like it. You kind of have this like light black wash there in his neck and trap area, which look great. The black on green, once again, easy, one of my favorites. Black on green looks always so good. No issues, as you see the return of the butterfly joints there on this figure, which thank God, because I never thought I would actually miss them as much as I do on these Spider-Man figures. Like I said, you got the octopus there in the corner. I really like the design of this, the octopus emblem on this suit. I think it looks fantastic. You got a very shiny black, as you can see. It is really accenting all the curves of the mold when the light hits it. I think it looks great. These little wrist cuffs are a nice little accessory there. There is rotation in them, which is kind of odd. I probably see them if you take off the hand, they'll probably just kind of go whoop and fall right off. The hand sculpts are actually, for me, this is so small, but the hand sculpts are actually what shine in this figure. I think they look awesome with the metal jointage in there. And we'll take a look at this one over here. Get some closer looks. Like that's cool. That sculpting looks really great. So I mean, like, all in all, this wave so far has given us a lot of new stuff, but then also kind of like a lot of the old classic stuff. Like this isn't really a new mold by far. It's just new molded parts, really. Like these hands, it's pretty much looking like the same Spidey figure we always get. Can't really see any difference there. I don't know if it's just the paint job, but he does look a little beefier up in the top area here in his traps and stuff. And maybe it's a new head sculpt too, or a variation of there, or just I don't know. But I think it looks pretty prime. I like this figure so far. The lack of accessories is kind of a bummer, but let's get into articulation, and I'll see if I can't stop complaining a little bit. Okay, so for articulation wise, I did remove the tentacle arms to kind of make it a little bit easier. The head will go down about that much and go up about that much. It is going to go, oh wait, there we go. Okay, there we go. It goes around completely. Shoulders, you do have that butterfly joint returning on this figure here, which is it's good to see. Like I said, I kind of did miss it. Then you have shoulder rotation, which you can rotate the shoulder all the way around. You got the classic bicep cut there. Got double jointed elbows, which those seem to be working pretty well. You do have a swivel in the hand there, and then a hinge. So it looks like he's almost weirdly fist bumping or doing the Arsenio Hall. There we go, the Arsenio Hall. Ooh, 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 ooh. And then we have the ab crunch. He goes forward about that much, and then he'll go back about that much. You got the waist swivel there. Got the legs, go up about that much, go back about yay much. No new tricks there. You got the thigh cut right in there. You got the double jointed knees right there, and then obviously you got the hinge on the foot, which will go down that much, and then it'll go up about, wow, that's kind of weird it goes up that much. And then it is, if you couldn't tell already, it is on that rocker. So you got that rocker, and then you got the boot cut too right there. And that is it for articulation. But just look at that paint job. That paint job looks great. And what I was saying before about the arm mod, here's the pack that comes on the back of Superior Octopus. Now, if you're familiar with the Octo Arm mod that people are doing to the Dr. Octopus figure, you have to enlarge these holes in order for the LED arm lights to fit. Now, on the back of Auto, you're drilling right into the figure, but with this, it's just the pack. So you don't have much room for error. You have less error in the form of doing it like this. I know that there are a couple people out there that have done the mods. I don't recall who's done it and who hasn't done it offhand, But if I can find some links, I will put them down in the description below so you can check out how to do this mod for yourself. For comparison wise, here he is standing next to his wave homies, the Velocity Suited Spider-Man and the Superior Spider-Man. We will link these reviews for the Velocity Spider-Man and then the Mark III Armored Spider-Man right there up in the corner. Just one right after another. Just wait for it. And here we have Superior Octopus next to the 80-year Spider-Man and the Scarlet Spider Marvel Legend figures. And here we have Otto next to the Green Goblin, Norman Osborn, or Harry Osborn, whatever one you feel like you want to say it is, and the Hobgoblin. So all in all, I do not hate this figure, but I'm not absolutely in love with it either. The issues of the arms, which are now a repeating issue that we have had with the Marvel Legends, with them not being posable, and kind of you're stuck with what you get unless you want to spend hours heating them up and reposing them into different positions, is just kind of a bummer. Like we got a bendy wire tail with with Scorpion. I just don't understand why we can't incorporate bendy wire into Otto as well. I am no engineer by any means. I don't know if it's even capable with limbs this thin, if you can do it. But this figure does look good on its own. The paint job's really good. I somehow was able to wing this pose, which actually looks really good with the tentacles kind of coming up around him, like it looks like it's going in for an attack. So there is potential in the figure. Once again, lack of accessories with this figure in this wave is kind of also a bummer. Luckily, unlike the other two that we've already reviewed, these hands are very fitting for the figure and don't hinder posability. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button and the bell for notifications so you don't miss any of the videos that we drop here over on this channel. If you want to support what we do here at Kapowcast, go over to patreon.com/Kapowcast and become a monthly Patreon and get your name in the videos like these cool people. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.